Hey all, Bryan VantHof here with Remax Advantage Plus, Ramsey Trusted, and the Minnesota real estate team. Hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great 4th of July, got to spend some time with friends and family, got your fireworks in, did all that stuff that we love to do around the 4th of July. Sorry I did not get this weekly email out last week, but here it is this week. We'll still be able to revisit some of the things that happened over the past week and the previous week to give you a little bit of information on what's going on now. We'll also have a chance to talk a little bit about the month of June from the perspective of now that we're 10 days past the end of June, I have a really good idea of all of the closed sales that happened in the month of June that we can also report on, compared against last year, and really just provide a good solid report on the real estate market. All of the stats we're going to talk about today are reflective of previously owned homes, single family, townhomes, and condos only, no land, no duplexes, no commercial properties, nothing like that, just no new construction, just the previously owned homes within that 50-mile radius of downtown Minneapolis in Minnesota. So none of the stats we'll talk about today have anything to do other than with the information, that radius search that I typically talk about on a weekly basis. So first, though, let's talk about what happened in the past 7 days. We saw 935 new listings hit the market in the past 7 days. That is down 78 from last week, but 123 more than the week after the 4th of July last year. Just 93 of those new listings did sell in the first week, but most of those new listings did just come on the market within the past 48 hours, just kind of due to how long not many people put their houses on the market last weekend just because of the 4th of July. So of our new listings this week, 662 are single family, that's down 35, 177 are townhomes, that's down 37, and 96 are condos, that is down 6. Coming soon listings are at 357, which is 93 more than last week, but 6 fewer than last year at this time. Our total available inventory is 5,724 homes, which is an increase of 228 homes from last week, 5 more than 2 weeks ago, 988 more than where we were at this time last year. So significantly more inventory this year than last year. The inventory kind of is what it is. Last week we had a number of sellers temporarily take their homes off the market just for the 4th of July week, because it can be a little bit of a slower time in the market. So just to not accumulate market time, sellers did some of them did temporarily take their homes off the market. We'll kind of see what the busyness of the market looks like here a little bit later when we talk about showing activity. Of the total available, 3,601 are single family homes. That's up 177. Median price of $515,500. That's down $3,000 from the prior week. 1,074 are townhomes. That's up 40. Median price of $300,000. That's down $5,000. 1,049 are condos. That's up 11 at a median price of $200,000. That is an unchanged value. 661 homes went from active to pending. That's 154 less than last week, but 42 more than the same week last year. 427 homes went from pending to sold. That is 77 more than last week, but about 889 fewer than the week before the 4th, which included the last Friday of June. So if you look back at the week before the 4th, there was 1,316 closed sales. Again, that includes the last Friday of June. The last Friday in June will be the busiest closing date of the year. That was the day of the year that you saw probably the most closings on any one particular day that you will see at all for all year. That week represented 625 million of closed sales. And again, this is all on those previously owned homes. In total, sellers received about $1 million over what their total listing price was. So sellers ended up getting slightly more on average than what their listing price was. Mortgage rates remain steady from last week. Good mortgage brokers around 6.75% on a 30-year fixed conventional mortgage. That's roughly the same as 1 month ago, 1/8 lower than 3 months ago, over 3/8 lower than 6 months ago. It's about a quarter higher than 9 months ago and about 1/8 higher than 1 year ago. From 2 years ago, we were up about 0.25%. So again, we go back to this thing where the mortgage rates have not fluctuated wildly really for the past 2 years. Pretty steady. On the showing activity side of things, we saw just 10,100 realtor scheduled showing requests over the past week. That's down by about a third from the prior week. Again, not unexpected with the 4th of July. We were down about 400 showing requests from the same week last year. So that's what we have on just the week that was. So now we get to look back at this past June and compare it against June of 2024. For the month of June this year, there were total transactions, total closed sales of 4,421 closed sales. That amounted to $2.09 billion in sales volume for the month of June. Again, just based on that search criteria of that 50-mile radius on previously owned homes. Of the total sales, single-family homes made up 3,313 of them. So about 75% of all closed sales were on single-family homes with a volume of $1.74 billion. So the vast majority of our closed transactions, both dollar-wise and just numbers-wise, were on single-family homes. Median home price was $430,000. Median price per square foot was $206.24. Townhomes, 808 of them were townhomes with total sales of $272 million. And a median price of $302,500 with a price per square foot of $186.73. 300 were condo sales with total sales of $80 million. Median sales price of $195,000 and a price per square foot of $198.52. June of last year, there was total closed sales of 4,024. So we had over 4,000 closed sales in June of last year as well, but we have almost 400 more sales this June than we did last June. Last June, the 4,024 sales amounted to $1.82 billion in sales. Total home sales last year, 2,978 were single-family homes at a median price of $410,000. So we are actually up $20,000 in median sales price this year compared to last on single-family homes. The price per square foot last year on single-family homes was $201.13. So we are up about $5 per square foot this year on single-family homes than where we were last year. Last year, townhomes made up 747 of the sales on total sales of $253 million, median sale price of $295. So median sale price on townhomes was slightly higher this year, about $7,500 higher this June compared to last June. But the price per square foot was not that much higher this year compared to last. Last year, the price per square foot for townhomes in June was $185.95. Condos made up 299 of June sales last year, so pretty much the same, 300 this year, 299 last year. Total sales of $77 million. Median price last year was $200,000 on condos in June, so we saw a $5,000 price reduction this year on median closed sale prices on condos. Probably very indicative of the condo market having a little bit of a retreat in pricing, not like a crash, but we are certainly down, in my opinion, we are down somewhere between 2 and 4% on condo prices this year compared to last year, whereas townhomes and single family homes certainly have been either level or continue to appreciate. So we're seeing those single family homes continue to move upwards. Townhouses relatively flat, but did go up in June, and condos declining. Overall home sales are up 10% from last June, as you can see by the difference between the 4,400 closed sales and the 4,000 closed sales from last year. Demand is still certainly strong. Things are busy. I know some agents will tell you that things are a little bit slower, but it is still very steady out there, in my opinion. We have great selection to pick from as well right now. So if you're a buyer, you need to be starting the process now. We are in the last half of 2025. We are in the last 6-month period where generally the last half of the year becomes more of a buyer's market, where you have a little bit more wiggle room on your negotiations, more inventory to pick from, less buyer competition. So if you're a buyer, we need to start having a conversation here quickly. Fall is not far around the corner. The barometer of fall coming up is football training camps. We have NFL training camps that start next week already. So NFL football, it's like 6 or 7 weeks away. The state fair is just 40 days away, 45 days away, somewhere in that range. We are not too far away from the leaves falling off the tree. So if you're looking to get into something or sell something, before the snow flies, before the leaves come off the tree, before the kids go back to school. It's go time. Let's have that conversation. But again, if you are a buyer, this generally does tend to be one of the better times of the year to be a buyer. So that's what I got for the week. I hope you, again, enjoy all this information. It can be a lot. Some people love it. Some people are like, all these numbers, well, I don't really care. But I really enjoy putting these together. I hope you enjoy reading this, watching this. Please feel free to reach out at any time. I've helped about 40 of you so far already this year. I have lots of flexibility and lots of availability to help more of you accomplish your goals. So I look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.